the military was evacuating people to Riverside.
Unless anyone has another plan, I say we...
Looks like this tunnel heads the right way. Over here. Grenade! I hate tunnels. Fire in the hole! Grabbing a Molotov. Let's go through here. Molotovs over here! I'm gonna need these. Fire in the hole!
I might need these pills.
Fire in the hole!
Watch out!
Safe house is up there! Grenade! Dead! Grenade! Grenade! Ammo here! This'll blow some shit up. Fire in the hole! Cover me. Ooh. Grab him first aid.
Lock that door! Can you lock that door?
Shit, that was all right. How the hell do you know that?
In 1975,
You know what? I just realized I don't care. Lead on.
This shit's getting old.
Through here! Ammo here! Fire in the hole!
that'll seal the lock.
Get ready! Ammo here! Hey, a little bit now. House up there! Ladies, everyone inside!
Reloading!
Good shot. Get in here!
Reloading!
Get inside.
Stand still, I'm gonna fix you. You're welcome. All right.
Reloading.
these. Grenade! Fire in the hole! Get my back. Cocktails. Weapons over here! Hold still, I can heal you. Ooh. Thanks. Hey, a little pick-me-up. Grabbing pills? glass house. Bill's here! Pills? There's lights on that church!
Trusted you.
Who's there? Is someone there? I've got a villain here.
Better safe than sorry.
Who's there?
Let's see. I'm Francis, and that's Grandpa Bill, and there's zombies out here! Open the goddamn door! Now this is a shotgun. If we live through this, I'm gonna freaking kill that guy! I'm with you.
Sure, why not?
Reloading! Reloading! Reloading!
Reloading!
Reloading!
Help me! God, he's crushing me! Ah!
Can you walk?
Watch
Is
out!
it bad?
Reloading!
This way, guys.
Grabbing a pipe bomb. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Reloading.
Fire in the hole! This is getting riled up. Shit, I need some help! Hey, I need some help!
It doesn't look bad.
Thanks, bro.
Hold still, I can heal you.
Cover my ass. Ammo here!
Grabbing some pills.
Big ass machine gun! This is gonna be good. Reloading! Reloading! We're near a safe spot! Reloading! Reloading! Up the stairs! Stop spooking the fucking witch! Ooh, might need these. Reloading! Thanks. I owe you one. ass is in here? Quit pissing around and get in here! Hey, this is just getting fun! I hate vans.
Watch out!
Reloading! Reloading!
Let me heal you up.
Ooh. Hey, thanks, man. Ammo here! Hey, a little pick-me-up.
We might need these.
I hate small towns.
The river through here.
Reloading! Hey, a little pick-me-up. We're almost out of here! Hello here.
We will ferry anyone.
How you doing?
First aid.
First aid kits over here.
River. We can come get you in 10 minutes. Arm yourselves for the trip.
Hold on, let me patch you up.
Thanks.
Sure.
They're gonna swarm when we come in. Stock up.
Reloading. Come get us.
We'll be there in 10 minutes.
Weapons here. Come to daddy, my sweet shotgun. Got a boat coming.
Here they come.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Grenade. Grenade. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Wait up, I'm healing.
I'm reloading.
Fire in the hole! Grenade! Take! Grenade! Fire in the hole!
Nice shooting.
Grenade! Bill's here!
It's over.
Grenade! Reloading! That's mine! Our boat's here! Let's go!
Let's do it.
Groovy.
Valve has a long history of gathering real-world gameplay data and using that to improve our products. In Left 4 Dead, we automatically gather data from internal playtests and use that to tune the game. We look at every angle, including things like how often survivors help each other, how effective different types of infected are, how effective weapons are, and which weapons players favor. We learn a lot from analyzing gameplay data, and it lets us make decisions based on real information rather than guesswork. We will gather that same gameplay data from our real-world Left 4 Dead players and use that information to continue to improve the game. We'll also share the gameplay data we gather with the community as we do with our other products.
Reloading! At least the power's on. Reloading! Reloading! Reloading!
Since killing zombies is such a big part of this game, we invested a lot of time into making their death animations more dramatic than simple ragdolls. We had a professional stuntman on a motion capture stage perform about 100 different dying animations from different kinds of weapons and hit from different directions, like from the front or behind. We then combined these mocap animations with the physics-driven ragdolls. The result is a really cinematic experience, with zombies that stumble for a few steps into a wall, then slide down the wall and collapse, for example. It's the best of both worlds.
We took several steps to keep the music interesting enough that the players would be inclined to keep it on as they play, and keep it changing so it won't become tedious. To this end, we created a music director that runs alongside the AI director, tracking the player's experience rather than their emotional state. We keep the music appropriate to each player's situation and highly personalized. The music engine in Left 4 Dead has a complete client-side multi-track system per player that is completely unique to that player and can even be monitored by the spectators. Since some of the fun of Left 4 Dead is watching your friends when you're dead, we thought it was important to hear their personal soundtrack as well. This feature is unique to Left 4 Dead.
In Left 4 Dead, players are constantly getting attacked by mobs of common infected, and have lots of opportunities to view individual infecteds up close. Playtesters tend to notice and remember the variety of faces and clothing of the different types of common infected, and it helped to reinforce the sense of a vast epidemic. It was a challenge to create this diversity of looks for common infected and take advantage of unique clothing or uniforms in specific areas without blowing our model and texture memory budgets. We came up with a system of marking navigation areas to spawn specific populations of infected. Each population type defines probabilities for which common infected versions can be spawned. For instance, lots of TSA agents are spawned in the airport, hospital patients around the hospital, cops in the streets, office employees in the offices, etc. We also paid special attention to infected heads and upper bodies, because playtesters were noticing those parts of common infected the most. By randomly selecting from a lot of small head textures packed in a single texture sheet, using random tint colors for clothing materials, and using random body groups for infected bodies, we could generate over 1,500 different looks for common infected.
The idea that a bad decision by one player directly impacts the whole team is central to the design of Left 4 Dead. It is emotionally very powerful to know that you need your teammates to succeed, and to have clear and visceral feedback that you just made a mistake that is going to cost the team dearly. Examples include shooting a boomer that explodes on a friend, causing a horde of zombies to attack him, causing the witch to attack, which usually means someone is going to die, throwing a bad Molotov and burning your friends to a crisp, shooting a car alarm, causing all hell to break loose, running away and leaving your team incapacitated and dying, and of course, shooting your friend in the back as he was limping into the safe house, incapacitating him while the horde is hot on your heels. These kind of actions may not actually end your game, but your friends will certainly let you know just how they feel about them.
A lot of overreaching dynamic music systems go to great lengths to organize and control a very expressive art form, often to the point of making the results perfectly controlled, but also perfectly boring. Our music director aims for planned serendipity. By designing the music and rule sets to increase the probability of beautiful happenstance and to minimize the probability of inappropriate mistakes, we end up with the highest percentage of musical events working as planned, a nice mid-percentage of acceptably artful mistakes, and very few actual poor moments. If you over-design the music and rule sets, there are no surprises, and without surprises, listeners are quickly bored. Ironically, by keeping things simple, the music seems planned. Greater complexity just leads to greater randomness and many more poor moments.
One of our goals when designing the 4 survivors was to have a very diverse group of real-world characters who fit in the post-apocalyptic storyline, but that also have heroic and aspirational qualities. Bill was a challenging design problem when it came to finding the correct balance between realism and idealism. In our first attempts, we made him look a bit too old and frail, which made him seem physically incapable of fighting against the horde. On later iterations, we erred on the side of making him look too young and handsome, which broke the fiction that we had for the character. In our final design, we balanced the character backstory and the aspirational qualities, portraying Bill as a once heroic army veteran, who though older and wiser, can still excel at physical combat.
Designing the box art for Left 4 Dead was a lengthy process, beginning well over a year before the game shipped. All in all, more than 30 versions of the box art were produced internally, each one exploring different ways to visually communicate about the game. When introducing a new franchise like Left 4 Dead, its box design needs to engage people who are less familiar with the game. At first, we believed that in Left 4 Dead's case, we needed to be very literal, communicating all the important things about the game right there on the box front. We went through many versions of the art featuring 4 human characters. Working cooperatively as a team, firing guns into a horde of zombies, all the while smattered with blood and looking pretty for the camera. As you can imagine, when you add the game's logotype and the other stuff that has to go on the front of the box, things were looking pretty complicated. We kept struggling with those compositions and the feeling that overall they felt forced. Finally, with time running out, we realized that the game really deserved more than this conservative approach. We began looking for a piece of key art that was more confident, sophisticated, and simple. The image of a hand with 4 fingers was an immediate hit, both internally and when we brought it to local stores to test it out with gamers. It presents a grisly visual pun that can't be ignored. We think it's a great, iconic representation of the game.
The crescendo event centered on this elevator has a very simple mechanic: survive until the elevator arrives. In order to distinguish it from other crescendo events, we added breakable walls that allowed the horde to smash through, surprising the survivors and providing access for them to attack from all directions.
Pipe bomb over here!
We base the music on what the player is actually experiencing and not on what we want them to experience. Working from artificial life work our audio designers had done on Lord of the Rings and the Matrix sequels, we implemented a simple system to examine what's going on in the player's immediate environment, then added the appropriate reactive scalar rule sets to control the music and its volume levels. Most of the more prominent musical cues are thus reactive results from rule sets processing this input, making the musical experience specific to each player. This system also controls the dynamic mix system, another feature unique to Left 4 Dead.
Let's do it.
We need to find access to the roof.
Another dialogue feature added for Left 4 Dead is the ability for characters to dynamically notice and comment upon objects in their world. In other Source games, we could write explicit scenes for supporting characters to act out at certain points in the world, but in Left 4 Dead, we can never be sure which survivors will actually be alive at any given moment. So, the game considers which characters are present and their condition before automatically choosing the best available conversation that includes whoever is around. Another dialogue feature added for Left 4 Dead is the ability for characters to dynamically notice and comment upon objects in their world. In other Source games, we could write explicit scenes for supporting characters to act out at certain points in the world, but in Left 4 Dead, we can never be sure which survivors will actually be alive at any given moment. So, the game considers which characters are present and their condition before automatically choosing the best available conversation that includes whoever is around.
The first version of this area didn't have any openings on the walls at all. Everything was closed off. We decided that since we were so high up in the hospital and there wasn't any real geometry below, that we could add windows and use 3D skybox to provide this great vista. Once we put windows in, sometimes the hunter attack would push you out of the window. It became scary to get by those windows, and once we realized how much fun it was to get near the risky area, we decided to open up this level as much as possible. So all the walls around the extensive level were just removed entirely. We've got a bunch of areas where some of the props and debris in the environment force you to walk even closer to the edge than you might want to.
Reloading!
Given all the rooftop in the game, we saw a survivor falling off a lot, and it wasn't much fun. So we would make it all the way up here, heading for a checkpoint, and then a zombie would come around the corner, and they'd back right off the edge of the building and fall. We wanted to give them a second chance, and in the process encourage the cooperative type of gameplay we were aiming for. So we came up with the idea of having them grab the ledge and hang there until teammate helped them. The nice thing about this feature is it also builds tension. As soon as you grab the ledge, the clock stops ticking. You watch your character go from hanging with 2 hands to dropping off to 1 hand till eventually he slips and falls. In the older version, you simply fall and that was it. It was over. So solving a problem consistent with our game design principle led to another opportunity to build team play and tension.
In playtests, people were often confused by certain events and elements in the game. The addition of musical cues helped distinguish these events and diminish player confusion. This was similar to the way that we experimented with distinct visual silhouettes in order to make our characters stand out in a chaotic environment. Audio silhouettes work on a preconscious level and are rarely perceived as intentional.
For Christ's sake, people, get in here! Fire in the hole!